That's right. That's right. That was in 48 and you came in 41. That's right.
Can I have a few words?
Yes, in a minute. And of course, there are a number of persons here who would like to meet with the Prime Minister and to say things to him and so on. We'll give you an opportunity to have a little photo in groups. I'm going to ask you if you can just arrange yourselves in some small groups later, and the Prime Minister will just walk by and stop by your group, and you can see a picture and you can see the Prime Minister and a number of you, right? So that will happen, because I know everybody wants to speak with the Prime Minister. But here's what we've got to do. The Prime Minister is now going to bring on Mr. Wilmot. On the authority of the Prime Minister, I bring Mr. Wilmot to you.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for being like Father Chris was with all these things.
Don't apologize.
This all is a sign that I have been here and there. I served in the Royal Navy when the call came to Jamaica, and I was there on a minesweeper, serving minesweeper. And when I thought, well, that was good enough, I just transferred over to the RAF, ERC Rescue Service, which, I served the war. So I know what it is to live from day to day.
Amen.
Because I remember in the days I used to wake up in the morning and say, thank God, I am allowed to live to see another day, because I was a minesweeper and that was a suicide thing, because you could die at any moment. But at the time, you don't think of that, because I always say to myself, if there's one man alive, it's got to be me. I'm so turned down now, looking around now, I sat down here, looking around, I think I'm the oldest one in this room.
I would believe so.
It's frightening.
Maybe. You want to share your age?
Don't tell anybody. No. I'm 93.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome you. And so at this time, I would like to ask just to say a few words to us before I ask the Prime Minister to come and to greet you. I want to call to the microphone our Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Kamina Johnson-Smith. Minister.
Thank you so much, High Commissioner. Members of the High Commission present here today, distinguished representatives of the United Kingdom, and friends and family. It is my great pleasure, as you know, it's my great pleasure to be here with you today, as it always is. It's, as I said to a friend I just greeted, it's only been a year and a half, give or take a month. But it's been a very busy period, as you know, in foreign affairs. And Jamaica is seeking to do so much at home and abroad in the interest of our national development, in the interest of meaningful economic growth and job creation. At the helm of this effort is the man who we're here to welcome, in whose cabinet I'm honored to serve. He has been all over BBC today. So you've been staying tuned. And it's therefore been a very long day. Prime Minister was honored to be the only CARICOM leader invited to have a bilateral with Prime Minister May this morning. Thereafter, he presented a keynote on a panel with Prime Minister May, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Mr. Bill Gates, moderated by Zainab Malawi. And did the Prime Minister deliver? He delivered, and he held your flag high.
Above and beyond.
And then after that, he then presented the CARICOM position at a joint meeting of CARICOM leaders with Prime Minister May back at Downing Street once more. And again, the Prime Minister delivered. He delivered in the interest of Jamaicans at home and abroad, and delivered on behalf of the Caribbean
The
people.
whole Caribbean.
Again, I'm proud to be a part of the team which he leads. Yeah. Sorry, but I'm operating on 3 hours sleep. so forgive me if the agility is lost today. But without more, my duty, my pleasure, my honor to present to you for brief words, because of course he's going to have the full town hall on Friday afternoon. The 9th Prime Minister of Jamaica, first Prime Minister born after independence, the most honorable Andrew Michael Coleman.
Entering the room just now is a man whose name I called earlier, the youngest member of the cabinet.
Yep.
He is, of course, rightly placed in the Ministry of Youth. I speak of the Honorable Floyd Green. Will you just come up and speak, please?
Thank you, High Commissioner, Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs, friends and family. I am happy to be here in the UK. I really want to commend the High Commission team. I have been here since last week, Thursday, where we had the Commonwealth Ministers, Youth Ministers Task Force, which is a follow-up of the Youth Ministers meeting held last year in Uganda. And again, Jamaica has been doing a number of firsts. We're part of the team. We were the only Minister of Youth that was invited to sit at the Youth Forum and to present. In fact, the Commonwealth Youth Council for the next 2 years will be chaired by a Jamaican. So impressive are we that it's the Caribbean's time to chair the Youth Council. And when they did a call for nominations and they shortlisted the 2 best that they could come up with to run for chair, are 2 Jamaicans. So I said to my young people, it's probably the best election because Jamaica can't lose. So some of them will join us a little later, but they're now on the hustling because today is election day. And again, we all were very, very proud. And I can tell you from the youth perspective, when the Prime Minister finished addressing the audience today, and I left, I'll tell you 2 things. When I left and went into the hall, I had 3 young people come up to me and ask, can we have your Prime Minister? And then, no, I won't tell you what country. And then, when I was making my way into the lobby, an older gentleman stopped me. And he said, are you the young man who spoke so well earlier today? I said, well, of course. And I said, no, but that is my Prime Minister. So, you didn't come to hear me. You came to hear the most honorable Prime Minister. Thank you, man.
High Commissioner and your team, and the High Commission, the Senator, the Honorable Camilla Johnson Smith, the best Minister of Foreign Affairs you can find anywhere. The Honorable Floyd Green, I don't know how the gentleman could mistake. You see what's going on here? Brothers and sisters, friends, family, it is indeed a very humbling experience to stand here, to see the assembly of Jamaicans who are here. It is a most heartwarming feeling. Jamaica is such a great country, made great by its people and by our friends, because it's one thing with the Jamaican spirit, it pulls you in. So there are many persons who may not be Jamaican, but are associated with Jamaica. because Jamaica is not just a concept of birth. It is a way of life. It is a style. It's a swag. It's a kind of can-do attitude. It's an assertiveness that is sometimes confused with aggression. It is, you know, if it's sweeping minds, I'll do it and I'll live to 93.
Amen.
It is that determination to succeed against the odds. It is to have an amplified voice in the global world. Certainly the voice of Jamaica is far bigger than its size. It is to reach for very ambitious heights, and then the funny thing is we achieve it. But with all of that, if we are honest with ourselves, we would have to say that though we have achieved much, we could have achieved so much more. And I think the spirit that, as a people, we will have to adopt going forward is that we must now strive for excellence. We must now strive not to be second best, not to satisfy with not attaining the very best, because it is in our blood. It is deemed to us to do well. We just have to fulfill what is our true destiny. It is quite fortuitous that the Windrush matter came up at this time. And I'm very pleased so far with the response of the government in resolving the issue. It shows the spirit of the Commonwealth. And as a realm member of the Commonwealth, meaning a country that still has the Queen as the head of state, it is important that the United Kingdom shows how much it values the people who still hold the Queen as their head of state. And I believe that there was a response. We will accept the response for what it is, and we look forward to the speedy implementation of the proposed solutions. I wish to assure you that all the heads will be paying close attention to this issue to make sure that fairness prevails. I break to acknowledge my wife, Juliet. Who is, of course, no stranger to the High Commission. You were here last year. Who is, by the way, a member of Parliament in her own right. So today is not the time for a full-blown speech. I probably will take a few questions, but just a few. We will have a more comprehensive meeting. I believe it will be Friday. Friday afternoon.
We received it at 5:45, at 6:45, at 6:45.
Yes. And there we will explore everything about Jamaica. But for now, let me thank you for coming out. I don't take it for granted that you could have been elsewhere, but you have chosen to be here, and that means so much to me. It shows me how much you care about your country, and the fraternity that is here is palpable in the room. And again, thank you.